Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I've been MIA for a little bit. I was just collecting some energy and downloads and taking some me time. There's just so much I've been thinking about and focusing on personally. And one thing I do want to say to you guys is that something I've been having some realizations about is that taking space is okay, and if you need to energetically remove yourself from anything you want, you can. You don't need permission from anyone. You owe yourself whatever you need to do to feel better, because you can't give to anyone else if you're constantly being depleted. And so if you ever feel guilty that you're restricting your energy from someone or restricting someone's energy from coming in, remember that what you're doing is you're collecting energy so you will have more to give to the people that it's right for you to give to and that want it from you. And it's up to you to make the decision who you want to share your energy with. Like, no one can impose that on you. So I just wanted to share that, and this is not like a novel idea, but in case anyone tuned in and this is a message they needed to hear, this is a message I felt compelled to deliver. So anyways, with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and do Aquarius reading and see what's going on for you guys. I am using an Aquarian tarot deck, and I'm using the Alice in Wonderland deck, and I'm also using the Wanderer's Tarot, which I recently just got, but I have not studied yet, but I've been studying as I go and as I pull cards just intuitively. I'm available for personal readings. I've never really announced this before. You can email me. My email is in the description below, and I look forward to hearing from you guys. But other than that, I'm going to just get started with this April reading for Aquarius and see what's going on with you guys. I'm just going to pull cards because I just pulled a different deck, Nine of Pentacles, for my last reading. So I guess this is just kind of an overall energy where people are, this is sort of what I was just talking about, wanting to focus on themselves, be self-sufficient, put their pentacles wherever they want, focus on whatever pentacles they want, build a foundation for themselves wherever they want. So I get this feeling that you guys are having a very, this isn't unlike you guys, but just feeling very wanting to be self-sufficient, independent. Maybe you had a codependent situation that you've broken away from. With the Seven of Swords here, I feel like either I don't know if it was you, I think someone else in your life felt like there is some sort of deceitful behavior going on here, and someone who thought they could get away with taking all these knives, but with it reversed, I feel like they're not getting away with it. So deception has been revealed or is going to be revealed, and also there's sort of like a neglect of, like, I feel like the person here, I don't know if it's someone you're dealing with, they are thinking they're getting away with it, right? But they're kind of leaving the two swords behind as evidence what they did. So whatever sneaky behavior is happening, I feel like light will be shown on this sneakiness, because they're kind of not paying attention to the little bit of evidence that they left here. With the Wheel of Fortune reversed, I feel like there's been I feel like you guys have been sort of like stuck in a situation that you can't seem to get moving. It's like there's not the kind of change that you wish to see right now. It's kind of like this wheel is really heavy and you're trying to move it, but I also feel like maybe you're trying to move it too much by yourself, and that's part of the problem. You need assistance. But with the Two of Swords here, I don't know. I'm kind of feeling with the Two of Swords and the Seven of Swords here, there's someone that's sort of blind to something that's going on, okay? Like, there's kind of like this denial of the truth, and also the denial to really look at things for what they are, and kind of this ignorance. I feel like this haughtiness, almost like not H-O-T-T but H-A-U-G-H-T-Y, like this arrogance sort of, in the sense of like, well, I'm just not going to pay attention to the reality, but it's gonna like bite someone in the ass, I feel like. So I would just be aware of that kind of energy. I don't know if it's you guys, I don't know if it's someone else, but there's definitely like a denial of the truth, I feel, in this situation. Eight of Moons. So this is like walking away from something. It's like the Eight of Cups in a Rider-Waite deck. Nine of Swords reversed, and the Devil. Ooh, you guys are getting a lot of like deceptive energy here. I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. So with the Nine of Swords reversed, I feel like there's someone is trying to get rid of their anxiety, their fears. There's like fear. There's something very fear-driven, but it's actually causing someone to act in a very insincere way. So it's like saying, it's kind of like the energy of like if someone has major trust issues and they're dating someone and they're actually really like in a good relationship, and they sabotage it because they're so afraid by actually them cheating on someone else because they're just so afraid. It's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, right? So I feel like with the Devil here and the Nine of Swords reversed here, it's sort of like the things you're doing to get rid of this anxiety are actually causing more destruction and could end up bringing more anxiety. And I feel like I feel with the Eight of Moons here, it's like kind of this advice that like, just if something is causing this like great disturbance in your soul, I feel like just walk away, you know, just stop putting energy into it. Like, stop trying to manipulate it and just put the pieces down. It's like Tupac has this quote, like, you could spend hours, days, months analyzing a situation, trying to make sense of it, or you could just put the pieces down and walk away. And that's kind of the feeling I'm getting, is like, you guys need to, like, if there's something that is just not adding up and there's like deceptive behavior or something, I feel like just walk away, like be the better person, you know. Like the Stars here, Justice revert. Yeah, there's some really weird Four of Swords. Four of Swords is telling me too, like, just take some space, take the space that you guys need. The Star is your card. It's sort of, it's not reversed and it's not upright. So I feel like you guys are sort of in your Aquarius energy, but you're also sort of like not trusting yourselves, I feel like. And there's some healing that needs to be done here, because I feel like karma is like not gonna work for you if you work against it. So first off, if someone in your life is doing something karmically bad, it's not on you to right their karma, because karma is an energy. It's not like, okay, like, it's not like, I would just have this image of like a fireball being thrown at you, and then like someone tries to like hurt you with a fireball, right? They throw like a ball of fire at your face, you catch it, and you're like, oh, well, like, my job now is to throw it back at their face. So, like, that's not, I don't know if that's like the best analogy, but the thing is about karma, it's just like an energy that we're not in control of reinforcing karma. It just kind of happens. It's like an energy that's someone creates by putting out into the universe, and it's not up to people to manipulate it. It's up to the universe to right itself, because the universe is like a natural self-regulating mechanism, right? So the world and the universe will fix that karma automatically. It's not something you have to do. So, and I feel like you guys, either you guys or someone in your life is trying to manipulate the karma, like, well, I had this happen, so now I'm going to do that. And that actually is just creating more bad things to come your way. So you really need to let go, is the feeling I'm getting, because you're actually creating worse things for yourself. Three of Pentacles, there's and King of Wands reverse. Some of you might have been dealing with this Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo that was in a very not in a positive way. They were very negative and almost like manipulative, and they used that powerful fire energy in a harmful way. And this could have been in like a work situation, or it could have been a third-party situation where you were dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sag who cheated on you. And I feel like that's coming up as like a big energy for you guys, influencing a lot of your actions right now. Let's see, one more card from this deck. This Eight of Swords. So you have two swords here reversed. And actually three. We have 7, 8, and 9. There's, I feel like a cumulative thing that's happening, because the numbers are obviously supposed to go up, but yours are all reversed. And I feel like if we want to go back to where it would go right, which would be a 6 of Swords, which would be a recovery, movement, moving forward, and there's all these like, it's not, we're not going in the numbers we should be going into. So I feel like, yes, these are all reversed, but it's like we're not moving forward, we're moving back. There's an inability to let go here. There's another 3 of Wands here. So I feel like this is actually telling me that the answer to this is to look ahead at what, like, You guys remember the rabbit in Alice in Wonderland, where he's just constantly trying to get ahead as well? This is very interesting. So I feel like the reason why you're focusing on the past is because you're afraid that you can't get to your future. There's like a lot of fear here, and there's like almost like this obsession with the future that's actually bringing your past into the situation. So I feel like actually the advice that I have for you guys is to be in the present moment. That's the overall advice, because you're back, you're forward, you're back, but you're not here. And so